Weatherland. Here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a stormy one tomorrow, and unfortunately a lot of the severe weather parameters that we look at are in place and in abundance. The only saving factor, maybe a cool, damp Gulf of Mexico could put a wet blanket on some storm dynamics, but the farther north you go, the more severe the storms potentially can be. So let's take a look at the storm threats for tomorrow. First off, a tornado threat and a wind threat on the higher ledger that we normally see. We're usually in the lower end on both of these, and we get severe weather when we have the lower end. And this one, we have a lot more dynamics in place, so there will be the threat of wind damage, especially across a good part of Acadiana, so we'll have to watch that. And there could be a couple of strong isolated tornadoes. Going back to this graphic, just want to point out there is going to be some hail, flooding maybe, but not likely, and I'll show you why coming up in just a bit, even though we do have a flood watch in effect for all of Acadiana. So here's the big storm system. You can see it's wound up, this big sucker here. On the backside, it's big snows and blizzard conditions moving into the Texas Panhandle, where there were storms earlier today and temperatures a lot milder. Farther south and east, we can see tornado watches, severe thunderstorm watches, and this is a whole mess will be slowly moving eastward with time. There are a number of tornado warnings earlier around Dallas, all the way down through the Austin area, where they did have several tornadoes around Austin, the Red Rock area, Round Rock area as well. And then you see the storms. These are strong to severe storms where we have tornado warnings going right now in eastern Texas between, say, Longview and Dallas, and then just east of Waco, right along I-45 here. And farther south, just scattered showers, and that's probably all what we're going to see here locally, mainly southwest Louisiana through the overnight hours. Most of the shower activity doesn't make progress. The smaller shower activity gets here by tomorrow morning. The big stuff mid to late morning through the early afternoon hours. These are all the tornado watches going. Severe thunderstorm watch. We have the warnings within this tornado watch. You can see those tornado warnings there. Tornado watch until 1 a.m. farther south and east, and all of Acadiana, most of Louisiana in a flood watch for Tuesday. 1 to 2 inches of rain possible, maybe isolated more as you get up towards Cenla, but most of us, I don't think, are going to see a whole lot of rain. We'll show you that in just a bit. Potential for strong storms tomorrow, strong tornadoes. And when we say strong tornadoes or significant tornadoes, we're talking EF2 intensity or greater. That's in the 111 to 135 mile per hour range. That's going to be most prevalent in the moderate risk area. Normally, we are never in a moderate risk and rarely in an enhanced risk, and we have both of those going on for tomorrow. So anywhere in the enhanced risk, damaging winds and hail will be possible, but you get into the moderate risk area along and north of I-10, I think there will be the threat of a couple of tornadoes, so we'll have to watch that very closely, and we'll be on it tomorrow with top of the hour updates in the morning and then continuously when warnings are issued tomorrow. And I think not only will we see a tornado watch, I think we'll see a couple of tornado warnings or severe thunderstorm warnings at the very least. So here we go. By 10 or 11 o'clock, you see the storms manifesting. We could see some rotating cells out ahead of a main squall line that's going to try to develop. Latest HRRR model kind of fractures the squall line a little bit, so we'll see how that plays out. But nonetheless, strong to intense showers and storms will be possible up until about 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and then the action pushes off to the east, and we see sunshine before the sun sets, and we'll be breezy and cooler going into Wednesday. The weather for the rest of the week looks great. So here we go with a supercell storm index. This tells us if we're going to have storms that are going to be big thunderstorm complexes capable of producing rotation and damaging winds, and much of Acadiana under that threat throughout the day tomorrow into the afternoon hours, and then things push off to the east. So then we look at a tornado spin potential, which is also known as helicity. Okay, so what we're looking for is enhanced, moderate, or high helicity threats, and there we go, around 10 in the morning. These are where the storms are going to be. There could be some damaging winds or rotating storms that could produce tornadoes, northern portions of Acadiana, farther north and east. And then we get to noon, we see maybe 1 or 2 2 areas that could get spin up, so we'll be watching that very closely as well. You take all of the parameters together and you look for where's the most significant chance of tornadic activity along and north of I-10 through Cenla, and you see that going into northeast Louisiana and then eventually into Mississippi tomorrow afternoon. Winds already picking up. They'll be gusting in the 35-mile-per-hour range overnight tonight. They will increase over the next several hours. Then for tomorrow after a morning start with breezy conditions, those winds cranking up to 40, 45, maybe 50 in a few spots ahead of the storms. And then within the storms, we could tap into that low-level jet stream, which is at about 75-mile-an-hour winds at just 5,000 feet up. And that could not only produce wind damage, but also some sporadic power outages across Acadiana, especially, in the rural areas where power goes out with just 40-mile-per-hour winds. Rainfall-wise, the latest HER is really backing off on the rain, less than an inch, but we combine that with the graph model, which is going for 1 to 2 inches, so we'll split the difference and say about an inch of rainfall, but be on the lookout for some localized street flooding. So overnight tonight, breezy and mild, winds gusting up to 35, 70 the low tonight. Then for tomorrow, we'll see rain chances up near 100%. Midday storms, again, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. prime time. Wind gusts before the storms up to 50, and then in the storms maybe up to 70 or 75. So it's going to be a rough day. It's going to be like a tropical storm tomorrow at the very least. After that, smooth sailing. The sun returns, sunny and mild afternoons, and nice and cool nights for the rest of the week and into the weekend as well. That's it for weather. We're going to have more coming up right after the break.